I think it's day 318 of an amazing sunrise. The camera just literally doesn't do it justice. Soon though, they'll be coming up that early that I won't be up, because I think by in a week's time, another half an hour earlier in the morning, then another half an hour. So by March, I'll still be in bed when the sun rises, unless I'm getting up early to go spraying. It's just getting better and better. I always think it's important to start the day with a healthy breakfast, so I start with porridge with fruit in it. Just for James, we're going to be testing this duct tape later with a bit of a pull off with probably in the bar and the sport. We'll see what happens. The length of that tanker, it's like a mini. You expect it to like stick out the other end, but it doesn't. Said to Andrew I need to count the bristles on the brush so I can order some off John from Spalding's. But I didn't mean the actual bristles, I just mean how many's in a row. So I'm just going to count them now and order some up because they've worn out. Because they should be out here, but they've like worn right back. Pull that handle again. Yeah, it's doing nothing. I should just use the spanner. No, I don't think it's snapped, I think it's just come undone. Just lower it ever so slightly. Come on, right. That's unlatched now, just drop the trailer somewhere out of the way. Just in this empty store now, and we got condensation coming in. And obviously it's not been that cold, and normally this shed would be full. But it's basically condensation coming from the drying floor, the other side of that wall. So I've got some spray foam. I'm going to spray foam along with sheets to stop the condensation coming in. I'll go around and show you. Yeah, this wood chip in here, you put about 20 tonne in and it dries out to about 10 tonne. It means there's 10 tonne of water that evaporates out of it. Anyway, it's rising up under them sheets and condensating on the shed inside there. But also it doesn't help when my dad's hit it and wrinkled the sheets, so we'll have to straighten that out. I think he's hit it in a few places. Got to spray foam up that gap, but you can see where it's bent there, it's sticking out, so I'm going to straighten that. But you can see on the stripes on the floor where the condensation's dripping. The spray foam didn't really work, it just flew out the bottom. So I've got a solution, foam fillers. I'm going to shove them in the gap and then spray foam it then, and the foam will hold these in, otherwise they just fall out over time. We'll have to do it tomorrow, because if we drive on this chip now, we'll compress it and it won't dry properly, whereas tomorrow it'll be dry enough to go on. Rich is just smashing a bit through the chipper. It's coming in thick and fast this morning. Must have been because it didn't rain much yesterday. Some people got some work done outside. Still lets the upper hands through this chipper though. See there now. It's a bit of a pain really. New grab's working alright anyway. Picks it up, drops it, checks there's no hidden tools in it. Sledgehammers, spades, pickaxes, crowbars, things like that. Things will do damage. Grunting as that big chunk went through. That belt there is a magnet. If anything metal's on there, grabs hold of it and throws it out this way. Raining chips. It's a bit green at the moment with all the land eye in it. This locking pin on the bell spike's got bent, so we're just going to warm it up and bend it back, and then put a bit of a V underneath to stop it twisting. If in doubt, get the hammer out. That'll be alright, that. just going to go mooch up to Bill and Joe's yard, sorting the can't remember what it's called, the grain cleaner out. So we've been busy, and me and Joe bought it between us. Well, sorry, me and Bill bought it between us, and they're going to basically set it up on a stand. So we're going to go and see how they're getting on with that. Turns quite fast, doesn't it? Got a suspicious package in the post. I think it might be a flag. Let's see. Prop you up there, everyone. Don't know what it is. It's black.
Oh, she's okay. She's alright. She's not.
I'm filming. Andrew's on the phone. Doesn't need a mobile. What is it? Oh, look at that. Engineering excellence. The Range Rover flag. Put that up when the cherry picker comes back. Admitted defeat with the sprayer battery. It still keeps not wanting to hold charge. So we've swapped it. To be honest though, the other one was less than a year old. So it was under warranty. So we're going to put this one on now, and then hopefully with the isolator on it, we'll be fine. The sprayer will start every time we want it to, instead of being in the way. Look at that now. Turn it on. See if it starts without the jump starter. Fingers crossed. There's nothing. Have I flicked that isolator on? I've got ignition lights though. Oh, there we go. It's because the joystick wasn't in neutral. Never mind, I did park it here. Just put this trailer on. It's full of sunflowers, well it's not full. It's got about 5 or 6 tons of sunflower seed in it. So we're going to put it into big bags so we can move it around. Well, stop tying the trailer up, to be honest, and we can keep it separate because it'll be in the bags. Who wants to guess how many bags of sunflower seeds are in there then? I reckon 8 to 10. So we'll have a look and see. 4 bags now, well, down in Christina. I've been messing around getting a twig that had jammed in the boiler, but I've just ordered a fancy set of pliers to grab them out in future, which should be better. Yeah, the new screen on the chipper sometimes lets sticks through like that, and they fall in the hole down there and over the magic eye, and it thinks it's full of chips, so it doesn't turn the auger on. So it's really annoying because the boiler will go off then with fuel starvation. Anyway, you can't reach it, so we normally grab them out of a litter picker, but they're not really strong enough. So I've just ordered a set of 20-inch mould grips. I didn't even know you could get them, but they're coming next week, so that'll be ideal because you can grab all the stuff like that and pull it out and snap it. We'll see what they look like when they come. When we're filling bags, we open this grain hatch, let it come out. It's like a handle, like a guillotine, into the bags, shut it, and off we go. But what I'm thinking of doing is putting that arrangement on the back of this bucket round here. Yeah, this is an old bucket that we use, and I reckon I could put a grain hatch on here and some hooks, so we can scoop stuff up, hook the bags on, open the grain hatch, fill it, shut it, drop the bag off, get another one, and so on and so forth. You can buy fancy hydraulic ones, but they're out £2.5 grand. Well, I reckon I could put one on this for about 2 hours labour and about 20 quid's worth of scrap. So I'm going to try doing that probably next week, and we can use it for filling bags with seed and different things. While this trailer's tipped up, I'll give you a tour of under the chassis. Won't get too close, but you've got a valve there that controls how much the trailer's loaded. So when the trailer's really loaded, the springs, suspension comes up, it pushes that valve and makes the brakes come on harder. And when it's empty, the brakes don't come on as hard, otherwise the tyres would lock up on the road and skid. At the back there, you've got another valve that tells us when the trailer's tipped, so the back door doesn't open unless it's tipped. Because sometimes if you pull the wrong lever, you can open the back door and spill the grain all over the road. And then them other pipes there for the drawbar that hangs down. Swing that down, you've got air brakes, couplings to the rear trailer and a light coupling. So it's all nice and neat. That's the air tank as well. You've got the air cylinders underneath there for the brakes. And obviously you've got this huge ram, pump full of oil, shoves up, tips the trailer. Either that's to wipe your feet on or Christine's took up golf. Another week going out there on C&J. Yeah, this is a rain gun, so the water will come out of here and there, and it hits that, and that taps it, and as it taps it, it spins, and it goes round and round in circles. Does anyone know what this is out of? I'll give you a clue, it's a tractor, and they made a lot of them. I'm really disappointed I've not had a chance to do the duct tape challenge. The plan was to put it between two four-wheel drives, see how strong it is, see if we could pull one backwards. Probably going to have to do it tomorrow now, but basically it's too late. Someone had the dentist. I've been talking tractors all afternoon with Fent, had a meeting about swapping the tractor and whatever. It's basically took 2 hours of my life out because I've not seen him for ages, so we had a good chat. So hopefully there'll be a bit more content tomorrow. We've got something big arriving in the morning, so I might not sleep tonight. Also, the lads have managed to get the rest of the framework up, and we've got it on time lapse, so it looks quite good. So I'm going to put that on now as well. Anyway, if anyone's new to the channel, basically we're an arable farm near Liverpool in England, because I need to say that because there's people listening from all over the world. All combinable crops, a few sheep at the other farm. I don't own them, luckily, someone else does. They'll be lambing in a few weeks. I have a machinery obsession, so there's lots of machinery on the farm. Well, I say lots, not a lot for the acreage that we farm. We're farming around 1,700 acres that we drill ourselves, and we're combining about 2,500 acres, which for this part of the world is quite a bit, and for one combine in the sort of northwest of England is a lot. So that's the plan for this summer anyway. So keep watching for that. Thanks everyone that's watching and subscribing, and click like as well, because if you click like, YouTube shows it to more people. So I'll see you all tomorrow.